Welcome back everybody to a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the death of George Floyd, which was a black man in Minneapolis who was killed by a white police officer by him kneeling on his neck for around 7 minutes, as y'all will hear. To me it's very sad, but my opinion will before not affect anything, and it will come last because everybody has an opinion and everybody has a different thought process. So here we're going to look in an article about the death of George Floyd. It occurred on May 25th, 2020, when Derek Chauvin, a white Minneapolis police officer, killed him by kneeling on Floyd's neck for at least 7 minutes. During at least 3 of those minutes, Floyd was handcuffed, lying face down on the road and pleading for his life. Chauvin continued to kneel on Floyd's neck for around 4 minutes after he stopped moving. Now, if y'all don't know, these are the 3 rules for everybody that doesn't know. You'll die in 3 minutes if you don't take a breath. You will die in 3 days if you don't eat anything, and you will die in 3 weeks if you don't drink anything. So yeah, that's a little over the border, of course. So as we see here, it happened from Central Time, from 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and of course it happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, U.S. and it was filmed by Darnella Frazier. Participants were Derek Chauvin, Toy Thao, Thomas Lane, and J. Alexander Kyung. I guess those are the police officers. And the death was just George Floyd, of course, by Derek Chauvin. The charges are 3rd-degree murder and manslaughter. So the incident occurred during Floyd's arrest in Powderhorn, a neighborhood of south of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota, and was recorded on a cell phone by several bystanders. So here we're going to look at the story, the background, which I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all don't know, why it happened, how it happened, and stuff. Okay. So the arrest was conducted after Floyd, an African American, attempted to use a $20 bill that a staff member identified as a counterfeit. Police alleged that Floyd physically resisted after being ordered to exit his vehicle, a claim that has been contradicted by available video recordings, which means it's not true. That was not true. They never did that. He never physically resisted. The video recording of the arrest showing Floyd repeatedly saying "I can't breathe" were widely circulated on social media platforms and broadcast by the media. The 4 officers, which yeah, I'm right, those 4 names I named earlier, that was the 4 officers. The 4 officers involved were fired the next day. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is the FBI, is conducting a federal civil rights investigation into the incident at the request of the Minneapolis Police Department. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Appreciation, BCA, is also investigating possible violations of Minnesota statutes. On May 29, Chauvin was arrested and charged with 3rd-degree murder and manslaughter for Floyd's death, with Hennepin County Michelle O. Freeman saying he anticipated charges to be brought against the other 3 officers at the scene of Floyd's death, which I agree with that because they were bystanders. They didn't do anything, they just watched. After Floyd's death, demonstrations and protests in the Minneapolis-St. Paul were initially peaceful but later turned into violent as windows were smashed at a police precinct. 2 stores were set on fire and the other stores were looted and damaged. Some demonstrators skirmished with law enforcement officers who fired tear gas and rubber bullets. So basically they're saying, like, what I heard is that if other armed Americans team up with the police to try to stop riots and stuff and just avoid looting, that like they won't take the rights away, which I don't think is right, because I mean, what's the point, you feel me? Like, why threaten people with guns and be like, oh, you better get out? Like, I mean, they're rioting. Yeah, I get it for the looters that are actually just using that for a bad cause of just looting and taking advantage of the certain, situation that we're in. But Floyd's death has been compared to the 2004 death of Eric Garner, an unarmed black man who also repeated the "I can't breathe" 11 times after being placed in a chokehold by a New York police officer during an arrest. So as y'all see here, here's the story, and it's being related to the death of Eric Garner, which was another black man who was also killed in the streets of a police arrest. Now we're going to talk about my opinion. Honestly, in my opinion, I believe that what they're doing is right about the rioting, trying to show that they don't like it, so police know and just the world knows, and all the other police officers know what that one thing could lead to and how people can be affected by this death. It's not right. I believe that everybody should be treated the same no matter what skin color you are, because at the end of the day, God made us all the same. We are all equal. We all bleed red. We all breathe from the same spot. We all live and die. There's nothing special about none of us. But the only thing that I feel that is wrong is how some of the people are taking advantages of the situation and looting stores and destroying stores. They're basically destroying their own city, which I don't think is right, because a lot of people are being put out of work because their job was burned down, which is not good to me. Because think about it, people have families to feed, they have lives to live, they have bills to pay, food to buy, everything. Basically, by this, you're not protesting, you're not doing anything other than affecting more people and affecting their families, which is not good. Rioting is good, but looting is taking it too far, man. I don't like that. They know that they're doing this too because they know that they can't be charged, they can't be doing nothing because there's multiple people. But I just don't see it. I just don't see why they would do it. I mean, yeah, you're getting your free stuff, but at the same time, remember why they started doing this? Because of George Floyd. They didn't do this because, oh, let's get free stuff. No, they did this because of the death of the black man whose name was George Floyd, which was, I'm pretty sure, a good man, as his friends have said. And, well, at this point, you can't really do nothing, just let the riots and stuff die. But that's just my opinion, honestly, that it's not a good idea. It's not good to do that. It's not good to loot. It's not good to ruin other people's businesses because of, you know, because you think it's going to make a change. It's not going to make a change. It's just going to take your rights away. It's just going to make life for everyone a little bit more comfortable to live, which I don't find okay. You know, that's not alright. But yeah, I mean, I've seen videos on the internet and the media, and I mean, they burned down Target, and I don't know your store, but they burned down Target, and there's just looters everywhere just taking. I saw a picture of a man taking 4 TVs. Like, that's not right, man. Use this for a good cause. Don't use this for your own wealth and your own thought of mind. Like, you're taking advantage of the death, and you're taking advantage of all the other people who are actually protesting for a good cause, to change the rights, to be treated equally, and to be, you know, treated the same as everybody else. That's not fair for everyone else. But yeah, I mean, thank y'all for watching this video. You know, let me know if y'all like more of these story times or more of these just discussions, you know, because I like doing them, especially these types, because it's just, everybody has their opinion, you know, everyone has a different opinion, but, you know, I just want to spread my opinion out because I don't think it's bad. I'm not racist, you know, I love blacks and whites, I love everybody, you know, I'm chill with everybody. I mean, if, you know, I'm a very chill person, man, but if someone has a problem with me, of course, you know, I'm not just gonna let that slide. But yeah, man, you know, I just wish everybody would be treated the same, because everybody came from God. You could tell me that God's not real, but God is real. There's thousands and thousands of years of proof that He is here, that He created the earth, He created humans, everything. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this to your friends so they could find out, you know, what's going on, because I know a lot of people are just going based off of media. They haven't really got into it and read real facts, which is why I put this video out. I don't know, I haven't seen much videos about it. I haven't really looked either though, so if there's anyone who already made a video about this, credits to you, man. Keep doing your thing, keep growing, showing love, bro. But yeah, man, thank y'all for watching. Tell me what y'all think in the comments, and just keep showing love. Peace.